today. See what we're going to end up with. Different things I've carved. I might have to move the camera in a moment. Probably will. You can probably just see the back of my head. I've got to sort this out. So I can see your messages. And there we go. We'll get there in a moment. There we go. Well, I think this will be okay. I think this will work. I haven't done anything for a couple of days. I've been building a router table. Hi Spike. You hear me okay? Hope you can hear me okay. I've been busy the last couple of days. I've been building a router table because they're quite expensive to buy. And I bought a router a couple of weeks ago, as you know. Cool. And I bought a couple of knives as well. I'm still trying to sort my room out, but we'll get there slowly. These are the couple of knives that I bought. Flex cut skewed detail knife. That was £26 for that. And there's a skew knife which is quite good for detail. You know, if you want to do the detail, it's wonderful. And I love flex cut knives anyway. And this is a detail knife. This is a 1-inch detail. I'll be doing this as well slowly. Whenever I feel like it, I just carve a little bit, and that's going to be a, yeah, they do wonderful knives, they are, Spike. And this is going to be a little hummingbird. Hopefully you can see that. That's just the start of it. That was my idea anyway. I saw the twig. It was a branch like that with one coming off it. I thought cut it there and make it into a hummingbird. Just the way my mind works, but there you go. As you know, I've done the little Santa. Did that a while ago. And I'm going to make, that's my attempt at a female face. That's my first one ever. So it's not very good at all. But things can only get better. And I know I should be wearing my knife, but cool. Anybody new, don't forget, hit the subscribe, hit the like button. And today I'm not really doing much of a, would you like to see my router table I made, Spike? And it has took me quite a bit of time to do it. Cool. There you go. I'll move my chair out of the way. It's getting more and more stuff in here. I made it out of a piece of plywood. There it is. I know it's not much to look at there, but I bought these for doing the corners. These jigs for doing the corners. I bought a little set of. I've got another set coming tomorrow. Little set of router bits. I've had a go at doing the corners. Not fantastic, and that's just a bit of a short, not so much of an angle on that one. That one's okay. And that's the router bit. Sorry. There's the router bit sticking out. So it just goes like that on the that's underneath the bearing, obviously, but with the corner part on it, sort of goes like that. You know how it goes anyway. And the jig goes on there, holds into the corner, then you just take that corner part off. Sorry about the lighting. I'm quite happy with it anyway. And you just take that obviously goes onto the jig. You work it round like that, take that piece off, and you end up with a corner, not like that one, it's like this one. But anyway, I'm getting better and better at doing it. See that? Takes the corner down there. That's a little jig. Brilliant little jigs they are. And they're very cheap. I'm not sure how much they was now. And this is underneath the router table. Obviously built the legs and that. Let's undo that for a moment because that's just getting in the way. I've built the legs so it's nice and solid. I'll try and sort it out so I can get down to this. There's a little router upside down, and it's not the best of craftsmanship, but that'll do me. The router's like that. I should have actually done a video of me building it, but I just wanted to get it done because I've got put this back in position. There you go. I've made my grandson a little jigsaw puzzle. He's only one, so I made him a little dinosaur. You can put the pieces in there. I haven't finished it yet, and that's what I wanted to get the router done for all the sharp edges. I'm going to take all the sharp edges off and get this all smooth, get the back done. He's only one, so I'm going to have it as a little jigsaw puzzle for him, and he can also have it as a wall plaque for his room. That's the idea, and he'll be able to keep that forever. Not sure if he'll want it when he's 25, but you never know. Excuse me. Anyway, that's what I've been up to the last couple of days, and so I'm learning how to use my router now. I wanted a router table, but I didn't. £250 I wanted for a table. I couldn't justify that, so I actually bought the wood for £15 for the top piece because it's quite thick. And that's for a Bosch one, because good old Bosch, the templates and that for all the well, I didn't want to buy the wrong one and go through all that rigmarole. The actual Bosch one, because they don't supply a router table, a router template for a Bosch. You can only buy the complete table for £250, unless you can find one. I can't find one, but I've made one now, and I had fun making it. And I'm thinking, in the back of my mind, I've saved myself money as well, so it's not the end of the world. And I've always got the pleasure of saying I made that table. And save myself money in the long run as well. I'm not going to carry on with that because I could see myself cutting myself. Anyway, I'm not sure what I should do today. Do you like the little dinosaur, Spike? And I've been carrying on with my room. These are always wonderful knives. I love flex cut knives, as you know. That's going to be a wonderful knife, that is. Straight out of the packet. That's the first time I've used it. And as soon as you buy these, you'll actually realise what a sharp blade is supposed to be like. It's a bit of an eye-opener. How you thought your knives were sharp. You buy one of these and you realise, gosh, there's so much more to do to get a blade sharp. Anyway, there's that little fella. And what was I doing today? I might. It's up to you. Trying to carry on with my hummingbird. Do you want me to do another Santa? Or do you want me to do a spoon? I could do one of these spoons I could do. Obviously they're done. I do a hummingbird. I could do a Santa. Santa's on my jaw horse already. But I will have to do the sharpening. Probably, maybe I'll have to use a sharpener as well. Do you, buddy? I'm happy to do you, buddy. Do whatever. That's what he's saying, isn't it? I'll show these little things that I'm doing all over the place. Tell you what I'm going to do then, because it's nice and easy and you can watch me do it. I'm going to carve an eye. I'm going to carve an eye on here. You can watch me do it. And eyes are always quite difficult to do. Cool. Where the wind blows is there, watching. My hands are busy. I don't have to text. It's not a problem. Wonderful. I'm glad you're watching. Right. Put a bit more light on, I think. That's always a help, isn't it? A bit more light. Cool. Right. Let's see how I can zoom in on this a little bit for you. Hopefully I don't get my big head in the way. And I reckon I'm going to right, so that is there. That I can mark to there. I've got to be, obviously I've got to be here. So I can't really see. So let's put a spoon here as a marker. And I'll try and work here for you. Okay. I'm going to use my new knife because I love trying a new knife. I'm going to put my glove on so I don't go to it. All scale and bones, here he is. I'll keep my word, I'll tell you. Where is he? There you go. I know you'd be here to collect your reward. And I'm here going to, here's my little thumb guard. I've got a pack of them here, but I didn't want to keep opening new ones. There you go. They're not very expensive. I think one might be downstairs. Put a little thumb protector on. Message again, scale and bones, and see spikes there. Right, let's get this knife. Here's my new one. Oh, I needed a pencil. That's what I got up for. Before I get. You keep forgetting things. That's me. I'm going to do it in pencil first. If that's not very clear for you, we're going to do it in the little pen. First things first, you need to do a line marking out. I'm doing this quite big for you. Marking out the top lid. Right. So this is quite simple. You don't have to follow it directly, but just be as close to the pencil line as you can. Also, there's not much point in drawing the line if you don't follow it. I think I'm going to go over that again. Just like so. Right? Are you copying, Spike, or what are you doing? You're just watching? Scale and bones. Message again. Right, so now what we need to do is go on the inside of that. Up to there, because reality, all you've done there is made a stop cut. And a stop cut is self-explanatory. Don't be a bum, double tap that thumb. I've heard that one before. Okay. And that's just the first part. Now what you want to do is do another for the lower lid. And we're just meeting up there. The tear duct and things like that doesn't matter at the moment. We're just getting the initial line of the eye, the outline of the eye, sorry, not the line, the outline. So what we're doing here is just pressing on, not very hard, but probably going about 1 to 2 millimeters. Take your time because you don't want to slip. And then what you need to do then is just remove that bit. You'll hear it click, or you'll feel the difference in the pressure when you've met your stop line, stop cut. If the piece doesn't click out, you need to just go again. I'm by no means an expert, but this is what works for me, so, and if I can do it, I think anyone can. A little bit deeper, turn it up the other way, and go again. And these knives, I couldn't get these knives in England from Amazon or eBay. I had to get them from a company called Axminster. Axminster is a place in Devon. That's where I think they got the name from. And they're always very good. Axminster tools. And I bought these as well, which are the fast clamps for the scroll saw. And these, believe it or not, they're about £2.50 each. I'll leave that there. If you need to copy the barcode or anything like that, you carry on. I can't give you a link for them. Right, I'm going to just cut there and cut there. Cut there again. And just cut out that corner. And again, if it doesn't click out, you just need to go over the lines again. It's no big deal. Just take your time. Okay. With this one, you want this line to overlap a little bit, because that one, if you look in the mirror at your eye, on that corner, this will be the tear duct. This will be the outer edge of your eye, the outside of your eye. Yeah, oak. Wow. Spike loves carving oak. I don't. Got some oak there, but oof, it's a challenge. Anyway, Spike likes a challenge. Hey, it's getting a nice line actually with that. This, I just need to cut this down a little bit. This is the outer edge of the eye. And now, what I need to do now is just a little bit, probably 1 millimetre above that. roughly. You want to do another line just above there. Doesn't always work out because as soon as you start cutting there, this part gets damaged sometimes, not always. If you go carefully, you should be all right. That's what you need to do. Just go in there carefully. Hope you can still see me because I'm concentrating on what I'm doing. And this is just see, that's broke. I felt that break then. This is so fine. If that's broken away, I can start again on that. Might be all right. If you really want to do fine detail, right, and that little bit there, the ridge bit, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. That's actually where your eyelashes come out of. I don't know what it's called. Does anybody know what that part's called? Anybody? Any doctors? Pravin's a doctor. He's probably not here. I'll bring this in closer for you in a second. Right, this is just the start of the eye. Eyelashes are in the eyelid. Yeah. I thought there must be you know, the very, yeah, it is in the eyelid, isn't it? Upper and lower. That's the eye. So far. The see that little bit on the top? Anyway. Now we're going to do the lower lid, but I'm not going to bother doing the eyelash bit in the lower lid. This bit will be, in fact, I'll draw it first. Okay. Speed things up a little bit. Now, everybody ready for Christmas? No, you're not. Oh dear, you're not ready. Not long now. You'll be over before you're ready. Is that the plan? Okay, so now that's the lower lid. Now all you have to do now is just smooth that over now. This knife is fantastic. As I knew it would be. Never been disappointed with flex cut, never. That's my own personal view anyway. Right, and this is my skew knife. And this was £18, which is cheap, isn't it, for a knife? So now you just do the fine detail with this. That's much easier, isn't it? You just go in there, in again, because you want a little chip removed there, so it gives the impression of the brownness of the eye. Do you know what I mean? Use a bit of sandpaper again. So we'll have to take a little bit off there. Hope I'm still in here. Oh, cool. Hello, Robert Peters. Robert Peters. How are you doing, buddy? Nice to see you here. And let's give it a little bit of a right. Right, let's do the top lid now. I never usually have the eye this far open, but now I have. We'll carry on with it. Put the knife around the right way, it will help. That's better. You're actually cutting now. Okay. Everybody knows Spike, don't they? World famous Spike. You've been to Charnwood lately, Spike? Cool, that's that. Took that eyelid up in there. And I'm only here tonight, more or less saying hello to everybody because I've been busy the last couple of days making my router table, which you will see me using that in the next few days. Still getting pins and needles quite badly. I'm going to have to make an appointment to see the doctor, I think. Okay. Bit of a goggly eye, this. In fact, I'm going to smooth that over a little bit more. Blending that in a little bit more. Okay. What we need to do now is put a little pupil in. That will do it there. I like my Mora knives best. I love flex cut. I really, I haven't really tried Mora knives, but I presume they're expensive, are they? I did try and get some LV knives, but had no luck with that. Right, let's little V gouge. Even my little gouges, my palm gouges, they're all flex cut. Love flex cut. This can be quite challenge. And you're always best to just take a little bit at a time and do 2 or 3 passes. Take your time. I do a little bit of a rocking motion. Seems to work for me. And I will be redoing that pupil. And really, I shouldn't do this, but really it's just the tip of the knife. Okay, and that's a simple eye. Let's show you close up. Quite simple. Right. And I have got 1 second, bear with me. I've got this. It's a bit of a contraption. That's if you want to. Which is quite a good thing to have. if you really want to get intricate with it. You can start to depends how much time you want to spend on it. And then to do the little tear duct. Very windy here tonight. I don't know if we're getting a storm. Hi, Depression. How are you? That's tidied it up a little bit more. That's a simple eye anyway. Right. Let's put that over there for the moment. I won't be needing that. Not going to be doing much precision work today. How are you, Depression? Right, let's put these knives in that. That's my wonderful knife. I love that knife. Both of those knives that I've bought, I would recommend anybody to get them. And that's what they're called. KN11 skew knife and a KN34 skewed detail knife. Wonderful bits of kit. And I'm going to be doing a lot more whittling. I've started this hummingbird as well. Which I might carry on with that tonight while I'm watching television. Right. So now I'm going to do a little bit of Santa. I'll be here for about. It will be cute, won't it? Little hummingbird. And all that is a branch with a branch coming off it. And I haven't got a clue what wood it is because we picked it up on one of the walks that we had. It was just lying on the floor. Didn't cut it off a tree or anything. Anyway, I'm going to do Santa Claus. Not this one, I'm going to start a new one. Yeah, I've cut his. So let's do a bit of Santa. I'm going to have to move the camera for you. Let's move this. What's the time? About 15 minutes I'm going to do this, and I might have to move this round a bit. Let's move my jaw horse up here a bit. That'd be better for the light. Sorry you can't see me at all at the moment. In fact, I'm going to just put it on the tripod. There he is. I think I'm going to be in the way, aren't I? Of it there. It's one sec. Gosh, sorry about this. Never ever organised, am I? Right. Right, and I'll try and keep out your way. Try. Not promising. Let's hope this works. Let's put him on there. And I'll be able to. Already in your way, aren't I? Don't stress, Roy, it's all good. Alright. Right, here's Santa. What we're going to do first of all is we're going to put a stop cut there on the top of his hat. There's my mallet. Flex cut chisel again. Okay. And underneath the hat as well, underneath this brim. Sometimes that happens. Not the end of the world. I don't like the way that's moving. Should be better. That sounded like my school report then. Should do better. Let's calm down. that should be okay. Right. So now I'm going to use a palm gouge, quite a big one. These are cheap Chinese ones, but they seem to work. And I do need more light. I'm going to use the mallet. I don't know what numbers these chisels are. I'll just grab them and use them. Obviously more of the detail will be done in a bit. This is just roughing out the shape. You see that's broke away already, so we're off to a great start. Now I'm going to do plan B, because plan A hasn't worked. I'm going to cut across the grain with this. And that's what you can do. If the stop cut's not enough, you need to do something a bit more drastic. Cross like that. I'm going to have to get in the way set just to do this. Hopefully. And let's take a bit more out. That needs tightening up a little bit. And I'll just fix those with a couple of screws on the back. 2 screws. And next time I'm going to make it longer. Right, carry on and do the lower part now. Don't want that to break away anymore. Can help that. And the same thing, take little chips out, don't take too much. Now I need a narrower one to work on the nose, which is going to be something like this veiner. This is a Robert Sorby, which is an English company. And that's of course Sheffield steel, which is supposedly the best in the world. I suppose if you don't live in Sheffield you disagree with that, but don't forget, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Eventually I'll be able to buy more lights, so you'll be able to actually see what I'm doing. How's about that then? Right, let's take the cheek down a little bit now. People always ask, how long does it take you to make one of those? And I never ever think how much time it's took. I don't set my watch and say, oh. I'm always starting different projects anyway, halfway through. Never like I think I'm ever stuck at one thing. If even my grandson's dinosaur jigsaw. That's God knows how long that's took. It's not finished yet, so I don't know. That's the two questions you get asked. How long's it took you, and how much are you going to get for it? And I say, I don't know, and I don't know. Monthly businessman of the year. And I reckon it's time to cut the nose out a little bit more. Which is this one. I'm giving a big fat bulbous nose because he's Santa. Right. What's everybody doing for Christmas? Are you going away? Are you having family round? Will you be on your own? Will you be working? What's everybody doing for Christmas? I'll put some of these chisels away because they fall off. Happy Friday. Yep, it's always a happy Friday. I think I need to sharpen these. That's better. Can't work with a blunt tool. And you shouldn't have to. I'm leaving these cheeks quite big here because I'm going to make them like Santa cheeks, like you'd want him to be, very merry. Try and angle that light a bit better. Red. That's burnt my hand. I'm not the cleverest one. Oh well. Right, let's turn him upside down. Let's do the beard. Then I'm going to call it a night. Is anybody still there? Anybody still there? I don't know if anyone's watching. No. In fact, I'm going to have to go upwards, aren't I, for that? So let's just work on the hat quick. And now let's work on the beard a bit. In fact, I can use the faster clamps just to do the beard bit. Tired. I'm really tired. Yeah, I definitely need a longer piece. Longer piece of wood so I can clamp it down here so it doesn't interfere. I should have thought of that, but I haven't. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day. Thank you very much for watching. I'll finish this off tomorrow. I've done my router table, which is main object. Unfortunately, Matthew, thank you very much for watching. I am calling it a night. And it's okay. Oh dear. I'll stay another 10 minutes. Bring my chair because my legs are aching. Oh, I'll sit here. Okay, that gives me a chance to bring it down, do a bit more relaxing stuff. There's a boat now. Getting old isn't very good, is it? The alternative's not very good either, I suppose. I'll just watch from the beginning. Well, at the beginning I was carving an eye. This is what I did at the beginning. Just a real basic, simple eye. That's what I did. Those chisels, I'm gonna have to build another rack. They're so thin that they don't stick on the magnet. I don't want to keep dropping on the floor. Anyway, let's get rid of a bit more of this. You've seen the Santas anyway when I've done them. I'm sure you have. Really need to stand up to do this, but I thought I'd cut myself. Right, let's forget that a moment. Make the nose deeper. It's veiner. Oh, an eye. You want to learn to carve an eye, Matthew? Yeah, they're quite tricky. I'm not the best in the world, but that's how I do them. And looks like an eye, I think, anyway. So you just have to I've done a few actually, and I will, if you don't watch the live back, I'll make it into a video, but that won't be till next week. I will be doing a video tomorrow. In fact, I'm going to do this really weird. I'm going to do it on its side. What do you think of that? Yeah. Not going to be able to, am I? Needs more thought, this board. See, I bought this jaw horse a couple of weeks ago. I've made this carving stand, but I still need to vastly improve it. I really do. I was going to fix it to the floor, but when I do a show, I'm going to take it with me. So I need to be able to use it as it is. Faces are hard. Yep, they are. And of course you get the different parts of the face as well. Sometimes I sit downstairs and look at a book. Obviously watch other YouTube carvers. That's always a great insight. And the main thing is paintbrush. It's pointless. You'll end up rushing and you'll end up doing it twice. And if you lose inspiration with something, stop doing it and go back to it. That's what I always think anyway. Obviously I'm going to have to draw his moustache back on. Which is no problem at all. You just want his nose to stand off proud. That's what you need more than anything else. Nose is the tallest thing. We're going to put him a big red bulbous nose. Hi Matt. How are you? Should I zoom in a little bit? I sent you something in the post, Matt. I don't know if you've got it yet. Did you not get it? No? Did you say anything? No, you've only just come here. And it must be Saturday there. Is it Saturday yet? Must be. Saturday where you are, Matt? Are you very welcome? I'm glad you've got it. Glad you received it. And a Merry Christmas to you. I know it's early, but I know what the post's like. So, did you get the joke? Did you get the joke on the card? I'm sure you'd have understood the joke, but I didn't think anyone American would understand that joke. Two Ronnies. Do you remember the two Ronnies? Hi, Bailey. Oh, you definitely understood the joke. It's a very famous sketch, Four Candles. Very famous. But I don't know if it ever got out to America. And I love you all, but you've got a very different sense of humour to the English. Very different. And I am calling it a night now. I didn't really achieve much in the last little bit. But I spoke to some people that I wouldn't have spoken to otherwise. So I'm happy with that. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button, hit the like. I'll be on live tomorrow. We'll get this chat done. I might even finish my grandson's dinosaur jigsaw. It's a dinosaur jigsaw. The other part's obviously downstairs. And he can have it, and I'm going to put his name on Rowan, and he can have it as a room plaque as well. I made a router table, so that's all good. Hi Suzanne, I got your stickers. Thank you very much. Lovely note you wrote. And I'm going to do a mail call tomorrow. Well, it's not a mail call, but I want somewhere now more permanent to put my stickers, because I'm getting quite a lot. So I might rearrange my scroll saw. Yeah, and it's all good. And this is an upside down Santa Claus. And I should just put him up there for a moment, because holidays are coming. And this is another one I did. That's what they're going to look like. Well, hopefully. Let's get rid of this leaflet off there. That's better. Let's put in there for a reference. And slowly but surely we'll get there. I just want his cheeks bulbous. That's always good for a curve. If you can use the curve of the blade, it works out well, and it'll be quite level. And of course you all know Santa's moustache is upturned. Sorry if I'm in the way. Obviously you can't see that very well. Believe me. It's an upturned moustache. What's happening here? Oh, you should check out my latest post, Roy, talking of stickers. I shall. Firefighter axe. Matt Carves is a firefighter. Did you know that? Yep. Santa Claus has an upturned moustache, and just like Dick Dastardly. I will. I'll check out your latest video in a bit, Matt. Yeah, it takes courage. She's leaving all the decisions up to me, design, colours, etc. Oh, what's that all about? Right, let's make this one a little bit. That's better. Right, let's follow the line with the pen, and then you'll see what I've just done. Anyway, that's it now, for definite. I am going to love and leave you. Be back tomorrow. I'm going to go and have my dinner. I've got to reheat it up now. Anyway, whatever you do, do it well, and see you tomorrow.